Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to do eyebrows. It's really simple. It's really not that hard to do. People always get super intimidated, but I promise you it's like one of the easiest things you can ever do. So you'll need a couple of things. I like to use a brow pencil, a brow pomade, concealer, and then you need brushes as well. So these are the two that I usually use. I don't use more than 2 brushes to do my eyebrows. There's just no need. So let's get started. So the first thing you'll need to do is just brush your eyebrows up, brush them out of the way of the lower brow hairline so you can have a clearer picture of that. And then you take the pencil side. And I usually have like 1 or 2 mirrors. I know it's a little excessive, but that's how I do my eyebrows. And so to start, you'll need to find the lower hairline of your brows and just start creating that line underneath. And so I don't start all the way in. All the way in for me is about right there. I start a little bit away from all the way inwards of my eyebrow, and then I just follow the hairline of where my brows naturally grow, and I extend it about out to here. So to find where to start your brows, you just line your pencil up to the side of the bridge of your nose. That's usually where your brow will start. Then if you're looking forward, so say I'm looking forward, you will take your pencil and line it up with the iris of your eye, which is, the pupil of your eye. Line it up, and that's how you find the arch. And then the corner of your eye, using the pencil straight out, that's where you'll find the end of your brow. So that's how you figure out the shape of your brow. And you can also determine it just by drawing it on there. So then what I do is I go in and I do the top. So the top for me, towards the front of my brow, it's a little more open than closed off. So I will draw a little more open, and then I just follow the natural way my brows grow. So that's essentially like the shape of my brow. I don't love the shape of my natural brow, so I like to go in and carve it out and kind of create my own shape. I also go in and brush out the line so it's not super harsh, just because you don't want Sharpie brows. That's not cute. So I'm going to go in and do this side now. So that is essentially the shape of my brow. So now what I do is I go in and I create hair-like thin strokes in that space that I was telling you about that I don't draw the line all the way in. So I'm just going to start drawing hairs until I connect to that spot. And I also flick them in the way my brow hairs naturally grow. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that on both sides. And I just went in and went in and filled in my brow that way. Like I said, I'm going to go back in with a pomade as well. This is for like really sculpted brows, not so much of a natural brow. So that's the general shape of my brows. This is a more natural look, especially when you go in and brush them out, which you should, because they're gonna look super crazy. There's gonna be sparse, there's gonna be areas that are not filled in. So then, after I'm done just kind of brushing them out, they look a little fluffy, look a little crazy, a little caveman-ish. It's okay, because we're gonna clean them up. So now, I take my pomade, and I just go in on the parts where I want my brow to be darker, which is usually, you'll want the tail end of your brow to be darker than the front. So I will just go in and darken up those areas. Just kind of ombre it out, feather it out a little bit. Because you don't want it super dark all the way in here. But you'll make those little hair light strokes. And also focus on the shape and like the tail and everything. So there's that. Now I'm going to do the other side. And do the exact same thing on the other side. And if they look crazy, don't worry about it too much, considering we're gonna just go in anyway and carve them out and shape them up so they don't look super crazy. Because brows generally will look crazy until you have the rest of your face on, unless you do natural brows. Like this brow is looking a little insane. So we're just gonna brush that out to brush away a lot of the super heaviness. And you'll do that on both sides. And they'll look crazy, trust me, they'll look a hot mess. But this is how I do my brows. Okay. Looking insane, looking a little crazy. But now we're on to the second to last step, is just carving them out. So I just take a concealer. I'll put it on the back of my hand just so I have control. Take my brush, I use a flathead brush to get a little bit of concealer, and then I start at the front of the brow, and I just lightly just follow the hairline of the brow, like we did when we started with the pencil. So you're just cleaning up the mess we made by brushing the brow out. So that's the bottom. And I'll start on the bottom on both sides, because this side's a little bit more satisfying to clean up because there's a little bit more of a mess. So you'll just carve your brows out, blend it in on the bottom, blend it in on the insides too, just a little bit so it's not a harsh line on the inside. And there you go. That's how I do my brows. Sometimes I'll go in on the top, not all the time. And sometimes I'll just go in and fix just these the parts that protrude inwards. But other than that, that is my brow tutorial. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy creating wonderful brows. Bye.